Alrighty guys, welcome to Squad Ops One Life event. Today we are with our third part of our campaign, Scarlet Storm. I'm joined by Xbit today. How's it going, Xbit?
It's going pretty good. I'm feeling it tonight.
Yeah, I don't know if you were here for the previous campaign event or parts that we've had going on, but I know I'm quite excited for them. And then also the man behind the cameras is Shadow Ritual, like always. Pushing the buttons, making different types of POVs go up, and all that kind of good stuff. Going over our commands real briefly here. We have, I believe, Phoenix, right, as the command, with his SLs being HML, Bag of Joe, Bump, and Rose Dragon. On the militia side, we have the command as Dorf, with his SLs being Axe Gaming, Sighart, Top Bun, and Hero. I'll go and hand over the mission brief to Xbit, as he is kind of the man behind the mission design.
Sure. Well, our campaigns are a little different than our normal One Life events. There's still One Life elements to them, but they all have little twists and turns inside of them to make them unique, kind of a unique experience we do on these holiday weekends or whenever we have time. We can run the multi-part missions. So for part 3, they've got 2 missions tonight. The first one is called Title Fight, and it is the U.S. landing on one of 3 breaches, and this can be Detroit, Cleveland, and Pittsburgh. And the militias has to defend all 3 beaches until they figure out which one the U.S. has picked. And once the U.S. picks that beach, they have to stay on that beach and keep landing there. So the object for the U.S. is to land on the beach, take over the militia fob, and then hold it against the counterattack if and when it comes. If you guys watched earlier, you can see that the landings are not that easy. So we have reinforcements for both sides. So the U.S. gets to respawn and try it again for a limited amount of time, and so does the militia. The militia gets to come back and hold the beaches for a limited amount of time, and then they finally get a counterattack respawn, which after 30 minutes, both teams, that ends for both teams. So after 30 minutes, nobody can respawn. The One Life effect takes in, and that's it. After that, you're down on the ground, you're out. But before that, it's kind of like a ebb and flow of players trying to land the beach and players trying to keep them off the beach. So it's really exciting to watch.
Yeah, for sure. I'm definitely pumped for the respawn. It's gonna allow SLs to kind of throw their squads to the breaches a little more action.
Yeah, well, we saw this the first session today, round 1. The island, the U.S. lost 90 people, so they had 90 deaths on their team. So this is not an easy task to be the assaulter.
Do you think I could unload the?
No, without a doubt, I think it's one of the hardest things to do is do a beach landing of any form, especially when you're talking about choosing one of those beaches with the rock clusters on it. It really narrows down where you actually can go.
If you want to drive those trucks north, I'll come down and...
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, each of these beaches is kind of like their own little funnel. They have rocks on each side. You can only land there. It's a limited ground, and I don't believe they can crawl on these rocks. They were earlier able to get on some rocks on the western side on Chicago Beach, but I believe the rest of the beaches we see tonight, they may be able to crawl a little bit onto them, but they're not able to go over them. So it's going to be really focused on the sand. That's where all the actions can take place. And of course, the U.S. does get some ability to get on the beach by the initial naval barrage. So that's always fun to watch how the mortars come in.
Yeah, and we get some pretty huge mortars. Instead of the normal 88s, you get one 107 millimeter mortar, which is going to be very, very large.
Yeah, I think it has a lethal range of about 40 to 50 meters, but the blast radius is quite large.
Yeah, I don't doubt it.
As long as you guys have your kit set up.
Admin, I just had 2 guys in my squad with the same clan tag. Is 2 okay, or do you want them split?
Yeah, talking about those naval mortars, though, let's go over the U.S. assets. They get 2 FTLs, like always. 2 ARs, 2 GLs, and 1 breacher and 1 medic for each squad. For the vehicles, they get 6 strikers and 3 lodges, and with an additional 3 that are spawned in afterwards. And of course, that naval fob that we brought up before, they get 1 times naval mortar, which is a 107 millimeter, and 3 of the normal mortars, which are the 88s, like you normally see. On the militia side, each squad gets 2 ARs, 1 times LAT, 1 times medic, and for the platoon, 2 MGs. And same amount of lodges, they get 6 lodges. However, they also get 2 to 3 trans trucks.
Yeah, those. That's weird. Why am I not getting?
For the each beach, it depends on which one they're fobbing up. It's pretty similar though. Like on Detroit, they get they get 2 HMGs, 1 SPG, and Cleveland and Pittsburgh, they get 3 HMGs and 1 SPG.
Yeah, you can keep refreshing them.
So it kind of it varies depending on how tight the beach is, which Detroit is one of the tightest.
Yeah, Detroit's a death trap. It's very tight, very little ground.
Yeah, when you're landing a full platoon of American soldiers onto it, there's not going to be that much room for you to spread out. It's really about how many people are going to make it to the front. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle or at the edge.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully the U.S. is able to use those strikers in the water and maybe get some smoke mortars or use some HE to keep the enemy suppressed if they do choose that beach. That's a deadly beach. That's why it's called Detroit.
Of course. Yeah, if I'm correct, I believe in the mod, the 107 mortar is like 1,000 ammo. And so they get 6 lodges? Yeah, they get 6 lodges with 1,000 ammo each. So I don't know if it's one shot is 1,000 or if it's a 3-round barrage is 1,000.
Yeah, it's the reload. The reload, I think, is
Okay.
900. It's like 300 ammo points per mortar for the 107.
Yeah. Yeah, so you get a decent amount of those mortar strikes, especially with how big the blast is. But if you want to have like a smoke screen go out, the 88s are just fine, and you get more volume for your points.
Drive or gun?
I can drive, but...
Alright,
Wait, BK. The mortar's supposed to be set up before live. Right?
Yeah, so... yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Ishmael, grab those lodges, you're free to go. Make sure you leave your 4 guys here. Alright, sounds good. Phoenix, are we doing platoon brief? Negative.
Looks like militia's busy scurrying around on the beaches trying to get their defenses ready.
Hold on, you may not need to take all those lodges.
It's
Yeah,
almost,
I don't doubt it.
almost seems like kind of futile, you know. They're going to build all this and the mortars are going to come along and destroy it, but...
No.
They get some hope.
Yeah.
Maybe they can fire from one
Yeah,
beach to
take
the
two
other
lodges,
beach.
Take 2
Yeah,
lodges
maybe.
to the indirect fire base island.
That's what I would do at least. US, like, full panic for their command. They're not even going to go ahead and do a full-on platoon brief, just individual squad briefs, just because they need as much time as possible to plan for this water landing or beach landing.
Thank you. I don't know how that happened.
That is a given. They're gonna scale the rocks. We need to take the rocks from them, keep the rocks from them, as long as possible. So that gets back into whatever side gets attacked.
Yeah, HML, just take. Are you in charge of the
Radius on the beach.
Yeah, just take 2.
There's a fob radio somewhere.
I'm not sure if at a certain point of this campaign, if we're going to use
Also,
these
the
new
fire
version of the
gates,
MRAPs we
right,
just put into the mod.
Ride it pretty
I don't know
much
if that
for
was,
a second.
put in there.
I think there's one extra mission. I think it's either part 4, part 5. There's an extra mission which they can use the MRAP assaults or the MAT-V.
Yeah, this thing is very, very powerful. You get a tow missile launcher, a 50 cal, a 7.62 MG, and then
Yeah.
I think you fit like a full squad, if I'm correct?
Yeah, I think it's like a 10-passenger vehicle. Yeah.
So basically, a striker with way less armor.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of like
Actually,
your.
a Bradley with way less armor and a 50 cal instead of a 30. And something else you might have noticed as we were kind of panning around here is that the transport trucks have these covers on them. It's kind of something we're thinking about, just changing it up a little bit, making it look a little bit nicer. Would it distinguish between lodges and transports?
Yeah, both the commanders on this spot.
Those mortars right in the Fox 891, guys. Yep, like Fox 89155.
Man, I'm going AFK. Only crewman get in. I'm gonna just hang around.
Sure, we if you want, just every run we do.
I don't know if there's a lifetime that's been called yet. I don't think so.
I think we're getting close. I think US is
Yeah.
almost ready, and militia's just hastily building defenses.
They're spending all their time possible just building up for it to be destroyed.
Yeah, they're doing some smart stuff here, though. They're even though the emplacements might get blown up, they can quickly reshuffle them. But they're building IDF shelters, which I'm sure saved a few guys on the beaches last time. But they're building them close to the emplacement, so once the mortar barrage is done, they can go back and build them real quick and get on those guns.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see how well an IDF shelter does against, a massive naval-sized mortar.
Yeah, in our testing, we noticed that if you're standing in a doorway or looking out a window in a bunker, your face is going to get shredded. So,
yeah, I mean, it's just like normal squad. If you stay in the roofed area, you're good.
Hold on, I gotta figure out how to get up there again.
Stairs are right here.
Okay.
According to Shadowed Ritual, man in our ear, last round the mortars got 22 kills, which is quite insane.
yeah, I think that initial barrage, nobody was, they didn't know what to expect, so people were like looking out the window, like wanting to watch the fireworks go off, and they got their face blown off instead.
It's an atomic bomb. Anything in its path is gone.
Because of top button use some. Can I deploy the
And it's deceptive because it makes the same sound as normal mortar, so you don't know what's coming at you.
Yep.
You only get two and two.
I don't know if the visual effect is bigger though.
I
haven't
don't
actually
believe
seen
so.
it myself.
No, it's not. No, the visual and the sound's about the same, but so there's no telling the difference. But the only way to really figure it out is to go outside and try to get tagged by it.
Okay.
Recon by fire, except it's the reverse way.
Alright. Here's what
Right?
we're gonna
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
We're gonna have.
Well, it looks like militia's doing pretty good. They're setting
Yeah,
up some stuff in the forest line behind the beaches, which is kind of smart. I guess some lessons learned from earlier today on how to hold the beach against the mortars.
Yeah,
All three
spread your
beaches.
men out.
Yeah, definitely. Find cover where you can, and not being in the frontal defense is maybe not the smartest place to be.
Yep.
So they said-
you rush the defenses after you get mortared and bombed and all that kind of good stuff.
Right. Yeah. So this one's different than the round two is going to be. Round two is a whole different beach, and everybody knows where everybody's going. This one, the U.S. can land at any one of these three beaches, and they won't know until the actual troops hit the sand. So U.S. may do something tricky where you smoke off one beach and then land on another. So once they figure it out, the militia can of course adjust and reinforce that beach. It's much like the first amphibious landing op we did on this map a few months ago. So
Yep, you just kind of roll a dice almost.
Yeah, I
where
think
you're
it's
gonna get
actually-
attacked from.
Yeah, definitely. So militias kind of have to split their forces between all three until they definitely know that there's a U.S. soldier with his foot on the sand.
Admin, will you confirm that we're getting more people?
There are cool people.
Someone in chat asking what map is this? This is Sands of Yanya. It's a map by our modders. And it was actually in particular from Best Pony. The entire point of this design was make something like D-Day, like Normandy, But then throw in some other stuff so we can make other operations. Like there'll eventually be a large city over to the western side, a nice little mountain range over on the far east. On the north, it's mostly like forest, and then a pretty good airfield on the northeast side. So it's made to handle these campaigns, to have a lot of different terrain that you can go through while still remaining on the same map.
We have to turn always valid back on this way.
But then the points, I'll be stealing points from the fob without actually like using the points.
Probably fine. Xbit intends us to have plenty of mortars. Is usually his call it admin confirmed.
The short hits from that mission is you're probably all gonna die.
You can set the mortars down, and then turn always valid off.
Saving private Ryan.
Still no lifetime. I think we're pretty much full on the server side. Everyone's loaded up in the strikers, ready to go on the US.
Only 6 people.
So I think there's just some back-end stuff with the mortars, which is what I think they're discussing right now in command.
Yeah, mortars and a couple late joins. Campaigns take a little while to set up normally anyways, So.
Yeah.
But once the action starts,
once they get going, though.
Yeah.
Especially with the respawns, it's going to be a little bit longer.
Alright, sounds good.
Thank you.
We ended up getting it in the end, so it's alright.
Live in 20 seconds. Live in 20 seconds.
Oh, apparently there is a live time. Phoenix calling out that it is live in 20 seconds.
Copy.
That's what I did last time.
Engines off. 728. Why don't we actually get them staged?
So top one, do 2 people doing logi runs.
Okay.
Have them focus on build.
And okay.
All right, strikers have made contact with the water. I think they're just getting information here. Ready? Just getting everyone in line, getting everyone information. Looks like, yeah.
This just doesn't feel right.
Just hold right here. It's beautiful.
Looks like they're gonna use 4 strikers. That's it. Unless the other 2 are manned, but I don't think so. No, they are not. Just 4.
Hey man.
Live at 7:27. So we got 2 more minutes.
Just wanna have fun before I die. I'm trying to move. I don't know where north is.
Okay, be advised, on our beach, on our southwest rock, there's an invisible wall. You can't go up it.
Yeah, you can stand on the edge of the rock, but you can't go any further.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
They're gonna learn that the hard way if they attack you.
Okay. Good job. Okay, so then let them, then leave your 2 riflemen
So we can go on the rocks, right?
over there to the, on the edge of the rocks.
Cover that. Those are
for the 107.
okay. Cover that. Top one. What was your question? Yeah, do 2 guys. Do them.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I wouldn't think so.
Lawndarts was wondering if is a resupply at the spawn thing or at the main.
It's wherever the flag is. So
Sounds like right off the bat they're going to fire the 107 without really knowing exactly. No, because they know where they're going to land. So yeah, they're just going to kind of send it right at the beginning.
Yeah, the U.S. knows.
Yeah.
Are they going to send it on the beach they're landing at, or just some rando beach?
I'm not sure, because I think Phoenix has sent him coordinates and HML is sending him right to those chords. So he hasn't said anything about which beach it is.
Striker, new order, Subban, you're gonna pop your smoke as soon as we hit the beach. We'll wait just a half second.
Live in 5. Engines on.
Alright, we are live in just a few seconds here. There we go. Now we are live.
Let's go.
So I can play some catch up here, get the shots going.
Squad leads trying to have you guys orient towards.
Yeah, it looks like the builders just put about one squad on each beach and then another squad in reserve. Kind of serve as a quick reaction, I imagine. Still don't hear any mortars coming out.
Yeah, he might be still sighting in those mortars. These guys, they're going straight to the mortar base. They're using it as, I guess, visual cover until those until the mortars start firing.
So guys, I need
There we
you
go.
on
Mortars popping
the
off.
southeast.
Mortars.
Mortars.
I see their vehicle. Well, you can't hit them. 240.
It's like they're breaking off to the side here. They're going to the Detroit beach. But I think they're just trying to go for the flank here.
Pot shots from the bridge east of us. Or sorry, from the beach east of us.
I know. No, they're going for Detroit. That's for sure.
Make sure they pop smokes.
All right, game on, US, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting beat choice. Smokes go out. Guess you're just waiting for that smoke to fully bloom, and there we go. Everyone's hopping out.
Start pushing them up west.
Oh man, I think the US mortars actually destroyed their first wave.
I think that actually just happened there. I think the mortars landed at the shelters and then killed all the people that we see that were in cover.
Yep, those Navy boys, they let one out late.
Yep. Oh, you gotta be careful with those mortars. Wow, that was a lot of friendlies he just killed, actually. That's a lot of dead Americans. I don't think we can look. Already 12 for the US, 13 as they continue to give up. I'm trying to find an live person here. Looks like all the saws made it out, oddly enough. The amount of militia coming in for these reinforcements right now is just insane.
Well, US has picked up the barrage. They just need to get some guys back on the beach. Otherwise, they're going to lose this momentum.
They know that they're going to be pushing from the east side. Like, all the infantry is going to be running over that hill line. So I don't know why they're not sending mortars preemptively there. They are extremely stacked up right now.
We're helping 3 right now.
The beachfront is pretty much clear now. Looking at it, the strikers are just hanging kind of back.
Well, US has got a foothold on the most, what is it, the western bunker over here. They've got 2 guys in it and 3rd coming to reinforce.
Once both vehicles are ready, we're both going to go.
I think everything on the east is dead. Yeah, it's only the guys on the west alive now. The mortars are still landing where they are. Were. I think those 107 mortars just team killed more friendlies.
Those mortars are devastating. I think they have a 50-yard radius. 50
This
meter
one
radius.
friendly is getting surrounded by mortar barrages. And it's his own mortars. Oh wow, This guy is a brave man. He's not even moving. He's got other things to worry about. He sees all this militia running into the tree line right now.
Yeah, the militia's smart. They're kind of moving through the trees on the past the beaches to get that shore up that flank on the west side. And US just continues to bombard the beaches with their lone surviving guy here.
Yeah. I guess, hey, if you already team killed like a full squad or more of mortars, what is one more guy? More strikers inbound. 2 of them. They're gonna be dropping off a full squad again. There we go, bailing out. Ooh, one lat right into the side of this striker. Another one goes over.
Hey, they're breaching. They're breaching. Infantry.
Hopefully these guys don't get mortared again. I wonder where militia is taking up most of their positions. Yeah, just looking at it. They're kind of stuck on that eastern side, right on the corner. They did get one squad to kind of run up north and around. Great frag rocket does that, gets 2.
Watch spacing.
So much smoke on the screen right now. It's just insane. I think these militia are using the smoke to their advantage to push up and retake some of these bunkers now.
Striker's moving away. Striker's moving away.
These beach landings are always just so beautiful and just sporadic in the way how the U.S. just stack up on things.
We are allowed to respawn, right?
It's just complete annihilation on both sides. It's like I should look at kills real fast. We're at 31 deaths for the U.S. and 25 for the militia. Ooh, a breacher charge goes off. I think another striker might be coming in. No, it's just for suppression. Oh, we got one more coming in again. Another wave.
Let's get out. Alright, dismount.
This time, no smokes. It's just the amount of bodies the US have lost so far. It's just insane, but they're getting up there.
Yeah, they're doing a pretty decent job. They've secured probably the hardest part, which is the initial push across those tank traps. So they got a first row of bunkers here, and they're using that little sand berm to their advantage. They just need reinforcements now because, you know, the militia just keep coming back to the beach to reinforce.
Yep, that's their main problem right now. But the militia's reinforcements, I think, end in 15 minutes when the U.S. ends in 30. Bump is stacking bodies over on the east side here. If he gets the rest of his squad, they can watch this crossing they're using to just reinforce even more into the beachfront.
Now, if the Americans were smart, they'd go to a completely undefended beach.
Militia's still getting stuff up in the forest here.
Oh, they have to.
I don't know, yeah, it looks like they're putting down more dishkas, more sandbags, everything. Just building up in the forest. That's what you got to do. These bunkers are very easy, and once you get pushed out of the bunkers, that's it. There's no way to get back into them, really. So much open ground. more strikers coming in to dump bodies.
We have a lat in this one.
Be careful not to dump their men right on the water. They will drown. If only they could get up to Bump's position. Bump's position is so good. Beautiful GL. Nails some guy poking his head up over the rock. They need Bump's help more than ever right now to kill these guys in the backside of that vehicle. Now we're getting more reinforcements up to Bump's position. But they've already killed so many. Oh, we got a breacher going for this bunker where there is one militia. He goes down. Running straight through the open. Should have waited for the smoke. So does Rose. He goes right in the open.
Move back.
There we go. Breach car goes off. There we go. Very nice. I didn't even see that one that came up here. Guess you went in and didn't return. I know you did. You did crawl away. He's over there. There's Storm. Alright, looks like militia held back their men. And they're US are pushing out right when the militia are. Bump realizes this and he instantly runs back. Oh, this AR is either gonna get a lot or he's gonna die very fast. Nope, he only gets one.
I gotta reload, I'm red.
Yeah, at least a full squad is moving out their sandbag fort to reinforce these bunkers.
Copy that, maintain the defensive posture on this.
Next to Karma, who's the best command? Well, what if Karma isn't the best command? But anyways, I would say best pony is up there on my list. Same with Jack. I'd say they're pretty notable mentions. Best pony being the creator of this map, of course, so he would get the home field advantage.
They have control of the eastern side rocks.
Man, the U.S. is just scratching holes in the sand, trying to find a place just to hide.
Constantly bombarding.
I mean, they're gaining ground, but they're also losing bodies. They're not able to breach this this sand wall here.
Yeah, no, I mean, they need mortars or smokes or something to get over this. I mean, it's just a massive open field that they have to push over. Like, at least the beachhead, it had, like, these wooden little cross structures that you actually can, you know, protect yourself against. This one, it's absolutely nothing.
Squad, where is your striker flag on the map?
How bad was the TK? I would say about 11 to 12 with the 107 mortars right off the bat.
Squad 3 or Squad 4, hold your Squad 4, hold your strike. Squad 4, have your
But
driver
afterwards, as soon as we pushed them north, they were okay. Nate's getting thrown back and forth by these two guys. I know this guy, no, just barely too low. Oh, it's Vindication. Yes, yeah, yeah. We saw the disconnect. I saw the Zeus or the TKs, and I was like, yeah, you got auto banned. That's what happens. You got to be careful with those mortars. If only they went to your SL. That would be even better if your SL got the auto ban. Beach reinforcements have ended, so that means, yep, Militia are no longer allowed to respawn. Let's get our kills right here real fast. We're at 68 deaths for the US and 67 for the militia. I only am using deaths right now because, well, the massive amount of team kills. So, yeah. They're actually pretty even on kills, which is really surprising for this being a beach landing.
Yeah, it's kind of a back and forth kind of battle here on the beach right now.
Yeah, like both sides have this, like, just a good front, and it's just this no man's land in between.
Right, yeah. They're going to need a striker or something to move up and take out some of those emplacements or something.
I think it's what they just called up, but they were just trying to figure out which striker to do with, because it looks like this one's heavily damaged. It's very close to fire. But they got to get through all these tank traps, which shouldn't take too long. The amount of shooting right now by the US, I wonder how fast they're going to run out of their ammo. It's got to be somewhat fast.
Don't just stay bunched.
Looks like this US soldier took a shot to his head and is still living. Let's see. Yeah, he got a shot right through his helmet. Stop turning around. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? Whatever. It's just looking at some of these bodies, you can tell that some of them, they try to make pushes, even like a few meters, I would say, just to another bunker, and like even there, it's just impossible for them to do so. Sounds like we got another striker landing. Oh, he goes right on top of the beach. He gets stuck on top of the tank traps, but he might be able to get off here. He does. He is able to get off, and he dumped off another full squad that didn't get killed right away. So that's always a good benefit. Oh, nope. There we go. Spoke too soon. Now the disc is firing on them. Oh no, don't turn your sidearm to that Dishka. Oh, now he's facing his rear to the Dishka. What is the striker doing? Oh no! He goes down. You can never, ever, ever face your rear armor to anything on a striker. You gotta face your front. Always. Those 50 rounds, I don't think they would even really, I mean, I think they would do a little damage to the striker, but not much. Kind of depends on what angle these guys are at. Another squad gets dumped off. So yeah, this is where the militia just start to get windowed away here, if the U.S. knows how to push correctly.
Yeah, I mean, they've only got a couple of strong points back there with the Dishka and the SPG, so as soon as the U.S. kind of zeroes in on that with their GLs, they should be able to make quick work of them and then crush each point by itself.
Yep, for sure. I think, yeah, this bunker right here that I'm on right now, the most eastern bunker, there is a militia man who's inside of it, and he's just laying down. He's just chilling with his AK.
It's Bacon Batman.
If only the U.S. who are stacked up outside his compound even knew. Does the wind affect smoke plumes, or is it animation standard? It is an animation standard, so they always go, I believe, true east? Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, they always go true east, if you can see right there. It's kind of like when your player spawns in, they always go true east.
So just confirm strikers when they come past and just going to hang out there.
How far is that? 100 meters?
So militia reinforcements, I believe, are completely done, if I'm reading the doc correctly.
Yeah, as soon as those rallies run out, they can't reinforce from those anymore. They have to wait at main. And, yeah, so it's just a matter of attrition now for the U.S. They just need to keep whittling away at the militia left in the forest.
Yeah, so they got a decent amount left on a lot of these rallies now.
I mean, this is one of those operations. If you like firing your weapon, you're going to get a lot. Do that a lot on this one.
Without a doubt. I think
someone ask if he can
already there's a massive amount of lead that's been shot at both sides. I'm trying to find a man who's, I think Duct Tape right here, Duct Tape 001 has been on the beach since the beginning. He was the initial wave and he hasn't died yet.
There's a guy basically 331.
Sorry, wait,
On top of some rocks.
331.
Come now.
Yeah, from here. He's
In
on
the
top
tree
of
line.
some rocks in the tree line. Yeah. Fuck. Maybe 335.
Oh, don't peek a duck.
Hey guys.
Oh, he wants to.
Is my bunker cleared? Do you know? SL, do any of you guys have lats or GLs? We're on the beach right now.
Of course, the important thing here for militia is just to protect that fob as long as they can, because the longer they protect it, the more reinforcements they get. Once that fog goes down, then they have to leave main and counterattack the beach right away. So.
Oh wow, so as soon as that radio's gone, then that's when they actually have to attack the beach instead of just kind of be defensive.
Right, yeah. They get the counterattack, and hopefully by then US establish themselves and can hold the onslaught of militia returning. Or whatever nasty surprises they bring with them.
Partisan, you got a grenade?
I have a fucking breacher if you need that.
Yeah, grenade. Just need one in this guy.
This one militiaman I think is about to get a breacher charge
I have two
right on top of him.
satchel charges.
Oh no, they're just gonna nade him.
In the window.
Man, I wanted a breacher charge. It's gotta be way overkill.
Yeah, either of the windows will do.
Anyone.
That's gotta be. Oh no, they still get one though. It's a bad nade. Oh no, the medics. Oh, the medics definitely hit. This man is probably. Nah, they're both okay. You gotta make sure you underhand your nades, otherwise, well, yeah, bad things will happen. Second time's the charms, partisan.
Inside the bunker. Be careful inside the bunker.
There we go. Now it goes in. Militia runs out though. Now he's gonna run back in. They need the breacher charge. Oh no. Okay, there we go. Now the U.S. gets him.
I mean, how many times? How many tries did they have at that?
I think what it was like 2 nades. One was bad, and then they got him with like a jump peak, which is pretty ridiculous. But that one man killed. Is there 1, 2? And there was like one guy back here, and then 2 guys on the side of this lodgy. So he killed a lot of people. That one lat. And now they're gonna satchel charge it just for good measure. They're not messing around anymore. They should have just done that from the beginning. I think that actually blew up the defenses they were using. Yeah, it did. More US coming to the beach from now. That western side looking pretty weak. Looking at deaths here, we're at 108 for the US and 82 for the militia. So I don't know what happened to US. They were holding it pretty evenly, and now, well, they're down like 20. Victory conditions. Oh yeah, you can go over Xbit.
I'll do it. It's a little complicated, but the U.S. objective is to get to the militia fob and destroy it. And militia objective is to defend the fob or counterattack the beach if they lose it. So right now we're in a stalemate. I mean, there's this open ground between the bunker row here and the forest where the militia is set up. So I don't know what the U.S. is going to do. It sounds like they're starting to call for GLs to start aiming at those Dishka emplacements. Hopefully that'll help them open up the ground here and be able to get a flank on one direction or the other.
Yeah, I can hear it. We might be able to creep along the rock wall close enough to find it and knock it down.
you can find the live time when it was called. It was live 2:27, and we're at 7:01. So we got like 8 more minutes left for the U.S. to respawn and get in the strikers.
I'm firing traces on the dish. You guys can see them.
Yes, we can hold. They have to retake the beach from us.
They're saying that they have to retake the beach from them, but that's not true. The radio is still up. It's over here inside one of the most heavily fortified bunkers that the militia has right now. Once that radio is down, that is when the militia have to re-attack them.
Beacart. For now. If you need a resupply, go get it at the truck. Alright.
Yeah,
Alright, there's smoking my side, heavily GL in the side. I think about the major push. Roger, I got at least 4 guys sorted up the far western bunker on the south side of it. Any GL or a paragraph behind them.
Looks like a wave of militia reinforcements have arrived, so they're bolstering those force defenses. This is starting to pick up on the body count here on the, at least live body count
they're pushing heavy
on
west.
the beach defenses, so we're starting to make some progress.
Yeah, there's a lot of alive Americans now just stacked up along this sand line. And there's still more dismounting. Props to these striker drivers who have just been going back and forth to mate this entire game now.
It's there's no tips in their tip jar, but they're pretty good Uber drivers for sure.
Yeah, I mean I prefer Lyft, but Uber's okay.
I didn't see any mustaches on the front of the strikers, so.
I think it's implied that all the armored crewmen have to have a beard or a mustache. I think it's just like a standard thing, you know?
As soon as I get my stamina back, I'm gonna try and charge that disc emplacement.
Storm, is that bump clear?
There's enemies close.
I know, I'm just trying to look at it.
If I'm correct, didn't the militia actually have to place the radio inside of a bunker, not somewhere out in the open?
Yeah, it was recommended, but I guess for Detroit, they felt like they were going to come here anyways. They put it in the forest.
I suppose.
I'll tell you what it's done is created this no man's land that we really didn't see at all. But looking at this, they got to cross this open land between them and the forest. It's crazy.
Yeah, and they need their strikers to do that. And as soon as the strikers are done being Uber drivers, then, well, they'll be ready to go. Looks like we got one more landing coming in. I think there'll be just one last wave of 2 strikers, and that'll be it.
Well, hopefully the task force command will help out these guys landing on Detroit here. Maybe they'll bring up something a little heavier.
Hopefully.
Do not try and get on the backside of this bunker. This guy's permanently on it. I'm pinned.
Be advised, I need 2 crew members to spawn in at main. 2 crew members to spawn at main when they die.
Crewman?
Crewmen.
Why is there a smoke back here?
I have an amazing arm.
Is anyone grabbing
About it?
At a certain point, I think just the militia are not going to be able to help out anymore. It's just...
Yeah, their reinforcements are coming to a close just like the U.S. is, so it's going to be a battle of attrition. Crossing the open no man's land here, it looks like.
Got Druzo. I think he's a breacher class. Just off. So I can zoom in here. No, he's just an AR actually. It's a pretty risky AR. No, he gets eaten. Eaten right up. That was a risky position for him. Landing reinforcements have ended. So pretty much everyone who is in the strikers now can go ahead and join in and join in the fight. But it looks like there might be a special surprise for the militia coming in from the U.S. Nice little present. We'll wait till it comes in for us to mention it.
Hopefully task force has figured out this is a hard beach to crack.
Yep, they might need an airdrop or something.
Wow, a lull and the gunfire.
Yeah. They realize, wait a second, everyone's hiding behind. See the battle from the militia side? Yeah, of course. The amount of tree line here, it's kind of hard to see either way.
So, at any point, are we pushing the beach again?
Yeah. A firm, bag of Joe and Storm, you guys are going to be engaged.
Talking about, I believe, this disco right over here. It's been firing this entire game. Pretty sure that barrel will be melted and bent like a banana at this point. We got first striker coming in here. It dumps off. Let's go. Only a couple guys here. We got more strikers coming in. Oh, this gunner. I mean, he's just seen so many strikers come in and go out. To see something off in the faint distance here. You guys see that? 'Cause I see it. There we go. 25 goes off. Or sorry, 30 mil. And it is just pounding away at the militia right now. Already took out the Dishka. It was the one pain they had. Strikers go hold down along the beachfront. That's exactly what they should be doing. Oh no, they're trying to charge right over. Yeah, there we go. Strikers is taking so much damage right now. There we go. Here comes the cavalry. Bradley is here to party with the 30 mil. Goodbye, sandbags.
Because it's not on the map.
That is a lot of militia that you can fire into as soon as those sandbags are gone. Oh, yeah, it already gets to 2.
He's coming. I can't hear.
It is just absolutely wreaking havoc on these guys. It is just completely obliterating everything. It's a complete target-rich environment. It's the only way to describe that. Gonna spread the love, go east, go west. I feel bad for the infantry that are dismounted outside of this thing. They must be deaf at this point.
I mean, the Bradley might help him cross the open land, but it's not going to help him when they get to this forest.
No, that's for sure. Did they remove zoom on Bradley's on the mod? Yes, all the zoom on the vehicle optics are reduced pretty heavily. Already, that alone just put a massive dent into the militia right now. that's right. Yeah, they can rearm off these strikers as well. Does it still have the tow? Yes, yes it does.
Flying on those vehicles.
I have to. My fire team lead.
Let's look at our kill count right now. We're at 134 deaths for the U.S. and 96 for the militia. That is 134. That's insane. Heard a tow go out.
Oh, where's that tow coming from? What is that?
I think we're getting another vehicle approaching from the militia side here. Yeah, we got a scout car with the Concord's ATGM on top. And a full 5 of them. It is ready to party. Oh, it can see the striker. He's right behind the tree though. Just pull out an extra foot, and that's all you need. There we go. He's pulling out now. He's got to see that striker at this point. There we go. ATGM goes off. Oh, I think he hit the tree. Oh no, that's a massive failure. Oh no, he totally hit the tree. I think he already burned off all the ammo too. Oh no, I think he's got one more shot. Yeah, they're trading out gunners. Oh, they can get one striker. There we go. Oh, it goes right over him. Oh no, they missed all 6 rockets. Oh no. Rip scout car.
Yes, they can. Yes, they can. They can rearm out the strikers.
He missed with a guided missile. Oh, that guy must just be hating himself right now. Here we go, it goes down. Honestly, the amount of militia left on the western side, if they figure that out, how little of them are left, they could totally pull their Vics up forward
Either that or we wait for them
and into the tree line. Just, you know, mount up with their infantry, get forward, and then hit the eastern bunkers.
One of the HFTs is still on lot, just needs repair, and we can get shooting again. Over.
Yep. If
Alright, here we go. Command says to push. Oh no, push east.
That west side heavy.
The Vics are going west. Very interesting.
Alright.
Mad Bob just went down.
Alright.
We got duct tape, the original survivor, crawling up with the militia right now. Oh my gosh, they're crawling up behind each other. No, he got drop shotted by the guy crawling up on the rock. No. How does the U.S. win? Eliminate all militia? Yeah, so right now the U.S. objective is to destroy the radio, which I'll go to real fast here. The U.S. had to destroy this radio placed down by the militia within 60 minutes. So we're getting close to there. I think we got about 15 more minutes to that 60-minute mark. And then once they destroy that radio, they have to defend the beach from the militia, and then whatever side is completely defeated or eliminated wins. But the objective is to kill that radio. And I believe, depending if the US are successful or not, it changes how the round goes. This toe is going up on the Bradley. No, it's going back down.
Take a shot. Take a shot.
I have no optics, dude. I got binocs.
I can do it, yeah.
No one has
300.
optics.
Gosh. It sounds like an 810's going off. Suppressive fire.
Guys, I think I lost my hearing.
Okay, now, no, the toe's going back down. Come on, decide what you want to do with the toe. think besides Lats, Militia doesn't have any real way to deal with these guys. Maybe another Concurred scout car will come in?
I don't know. Maybe Militia's got an SPG emplacement. They're hidden in the forest. Just not much else they can do.
Out. Again, these strikers, they're totally willing to face their rear armor to these militia, and I don't understand why. You know that's like your biggest weakness. I would just put it in reverse gear and just keep on going until you hit something. Maybe someday the rear view mirrors actually will work. Our kill count real fast. 143 now for the US and 108 for the militia. But remember, the militia didn't get, they got half as much time to respawn. So I think all in all, the US are doing pretty good.
Hey, use IDFs. Use IDFs for hard cover. Sandbags are hard cover.
I guess do what you can is all I can say at this point. We gotta rebuild these sandbags. That works for me.
Militia PKM gunner.
Awesome.
I'm working on it.
Lay down on the ground.
Oh,
He's seeing people. No, I think militia is pretty much just all retreating. They got the orders to do so.
Yep, they just go deeper into the forest, wait for the U.S. soldiers to get close, and try to hold the line there. There's no point in peeking out of the forest line with this Bradley sitting out here.
Yeah, Bradley and 2 strikers? No way. You're not going to out-peek these guys. And what are you going to do once you peek it?
What the fuck?
Another brave US has crawled up to the same rock that his buddies died at before. It's another saw gunner as well. What is up with these machine gunners and their willingness to die? Yep. And he gets shot by a militia right through the tree line.
Some guys moving east on the rock.
He has an ED shot left. He's got an ED round. Okay. Okay, he's gonna try to get behind the Bradley, but we gotta get their attention.
Yep. It's got it.
Okay. Suppressing fire.
This gunner looks the right way. He can totally see this militia.
Command, this is Tomb. The striker in the middle part of the beach is picking up infantry in the middle part
Currently,
of the beach
militia command is now down. As militia. Trying to see if there's any militia up here. Yeah, there is 1 or 2. It's just 1 actually. There you go. 1 striker goes down. RPG right to the rear. Again, facing your rear armor to enemies. You don't do it. So you got him. Soldier Wolfie. Bradley he's still behind the line though. Using that sand dune as a barrier, natural barrier. It should be like rule number 1 of vehicles whenever you start using them is never face your rear to the enemies. Not only can you not really see where you're going, or where the enemies are going to be shooting you from, they hit you in your weakest area, and, well, that's no good.
Alright. If you can move us either to the west or to the east, I can get eyes on those barrels over there.
Move us east.
The barrels to the east.
I'm not trying to run you over. Watch out.
there was a lad over here. He used his rocket, so.
Barrels.
Yeah, I know.
Guys, come to me. Bandage 6 times already, dude.
Kind of hard to get a live body count here. Let's see if we can count him here from the high up side.
Who's this medic right here? Let me touch your ass. Hey, buddy, let me touch your ass.
Well, I'm counting 12 militia. Yeah, 12 militiamen. And on the U.S. side, we got 1 striker, 1 Bradley, and I heard some M4 going off here, but that could have been militia. Yeah, it was. So for the U.S. side, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10 infantry, including the 2 Vics. Or sorry, not including the 2 Vics. Very, very even body count, but it's just, well, there we go. Now that tow goes out, but it hits the tree and it explodes. For our drones, those little branches you see hanging down, we call them scraggle, and it's like the bane of our existence. The little tiny branches sticking down, and that's exactly what happened to that ATGM. Hit the scraggle and popped before it even made any contact with anything.
Yes, Storm, does this thing get smokes?
I believe I've already used them. No, I haven't used them. It has smokes.
Okay.
You can't have that many more HE rounds. I don't know how many more he has. We might have a cam. I think we have a cam.
I think he's out. I think he's out of HE. I think he's using AP now.
Over at 015.
Well, he gets a lot of coax, so he'll be able to use that.
Yeah, it's going to be ineffective though if he can't get in the forest here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's on the U.S. now to push that fob and get it down, secure this beach.
And they have an option to go in and pop smokes with this Bradley and just push up with it. That's what they got to do. Again, facing your side armor to the enemies. Just, you don't do it. There you go, 1 ATGM goes out. I think it got 1? No. Yeah, it does get 1. It gets an SL. And the smokes go out.
Yeah, it looks like the U.S. is going to move through the smoke and get into that forest.
So just because there's smoke doesn't mean you can't look. With Baggage, he gets hit, but he gets 1. These flanking ARs are just gonna be horrible for the U.S. How much you want to bet? Let's see here. Who is this? Xealer is gonna get with his AR position. I don't think they're gonna look this way. I know. Bradley actually loaded all the men up to get to the tree line first. So now this AR gun is going to even have a juicier target when they all dismount and they all get out of the rear. Oh, you better back that down now. They got out. Oh no, he's not looking. This US watching him. Oh no, he goes down. Oh man, that could have been beautiful. He could have got all the US dismounting from that vehicle. Bradley is literally inside of the forest now. But I don't think he has any more ammo to do anything about anything.
One guy, other side,
He's 100% out of ammo on everything apparently. I think that's even coax as well.
Yeah, the only vehicle U.S. has left now is that striker that's mounted up on the road there between the two forest parts.
Gotcha. You want us moving towards it?
I see one militiaman.
Rolling cover.
Yeah, I see two militia crawling on the western side. If one of them would rebuild that dishka emplacement and hit that striker in the backside, that would be the end of that thing.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
Nades.
Storm goes down from a pistol. Takarov from the militia. Wow. It's a little bit of karma for what Storm did right there. But he gets peeked by Valkyrie.
Where's he?
I got, he's on the same.
Looking at here, I think that's everyone on the eastern side. Yeah. Yeah, that's everyone on the eastern side dead. Yes, the only guys remaining is the two militia soldiers. Just Londarts and Folk.
I'm getting a grenade on the radio. I'm getting infantry to my northeast. Taking fire, taking down.
Folk goes down. Now it's just Londarts. It's M16. Throws a frag. It's gonna be. He actually might get a mosque here. Nope, doesn't look it. He might have wounded him. Lon is taking his sweet time, and he's popping off a few of them here or there.
My ASL died, so I can blow it up if you want.
I think Valkyrie is alive. Yeah, he is. There we go. Now the Saw gets it. Marking. Right? Oh man, that's a lot of foliage he looked through right there. That is all the militia. That's a GG for round 1. We will be back with round 2 after a short intermission. Again, we're Squad Ops from squadops.gg if you want to check us out to join in any one of these events. You could still sign up for the campaign. There's part 4 and 5 coming up, I believe, tomorrow and Monday? I'm not sure. Just check the calendar. It has everything on it. That's where you can find everything. Also, if you sign up on the website, it gives you priority queuing in all of our public servers. Make sure to follow us at twitch.tv/squadops. Go and share us. Get us out there, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, we will be right back with round 2 in a few minutes here.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to SOTT Basic. I'm your instructor today, Hammering Hutch. You guys can simply just call me Hutch. When we are suppressing an enemy target, the whole intent of this is to keep the enemy's head down so an adjacent unit can maneuver onto them. During this process, we have a thing that happens automatically and organically, whether it be with buddy teams or fire teams. The whole intent is to ensure there's no lull in the gunfire, thus talking guns. Open fire. Contact front. Alpha, bound. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. Bravo, bound. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. All right, Bravo set. Alpha up. He sees me. I'm down. You're now in what is known as a file. You're now in what is known as a staggered column, and usually used when on patrol or when moving from one location to another where contact is imminent. And these are a few of the basic formations that we use during squad ops. The SOTT Advanced Weapons Systems course was created to ensure Squad Ops participants share the same knowledge and understanding of the use and applications of mission-specific weapons and the basic tactics involved in their deployment. The Automatic Rifleman. The Automatic Rifleman is the foundation of a fire team and/or squad. The job of the Automatic Rifleman is to deliver a high volume of prolonged, effective suppressing fire on enemy positions to allow the maneuver of friendly units during offensive operations and the repelling of enemy attacks in defensive operations. The Grenadier, a key member of the fire team and squad. The Grenadier is first and foremost a rifleman who is capable of delivering accurate fire of both high explosive and smoke rounds on point and area targets at varying distances. One of the other added benefits of the Grenadier is to engage dead space, which is essentially an area that cannot be hit by direct fires. The Light Anti-Tank Gunner. Soldiers carrying light anti-tank weapons are, just as Grenadiers, riflemen first. They are the ideal infantry-based counter to both lightly armored and thin-skinned vehicles. At short, medium, and far distances, the rockets fired are a viable weapon against groups of infantry as well. The SOTT Advanced Weapons Systems course, although not a requirement, is highly encouraged for Squad Ops participants to join to expand their knowledge of how to utilize the tools that are given to us within Squad.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back to Scarlet Storm, the campaign for Squad Ops One Life events. This is part 3, so it's session 2, round 2 now at this point. We got a U.S. victory last time. Teams have switched, however, we're remaining on the U.S. side. It's a little bit of a different op at this point. It's not just a direct, flip-flop. I'm going to wait for Xbit to describe it because he's the mastermind behind it all. Let me actually pull up the loadouts. He's back. All right, so we'll go ahead and let Xbit go and describe it.
Yeah, I won't go into the loadouts and stuff. I'll just give you the overall thing. So the U.S. has tried to land at Detroit. They were successful. They secured the FOB. And then the next one is going to be landing at Beach, Philadelphia. So the beaches from left to right are Chicago, Detroit, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, and Philadelphia. The Philadelphia beach is quite wide, and it's kind of narrow for their approach, meaning the U.S. has got to turn into the channel on the north and south side to actually get onto the beach. And since the militia knows that this is the only beach the U.S. is going to land at, they're going to put the entire platoon there holding it. The U.S. gets, of course, the same loadouts as they did previously. They get the naval bombardment. They get 6 strikers to start off with. And their objective's still the same. Take that militia FOB down to prevent the militia reinforcements from coming back to the beach and over. So we'll see if the militia do the same kind of setup where they had their initial beach defenses and then put the bulk of their heavy weapons in the forest, which prevented the U.S. from being able to collapse that no man's land. There's a few sections on Philadelphia which the U.S. can actually get into the forest pretty close, and such a wide beach too. It's not like everything's going to be focused into 100 meters. I think it's an over 300-meter beach, so plenty of room to play.
Yeah, just looking at the map, like it's almost corner to corner on one of the largest grid squares, which are 300 meters. So it's very, very large.
Yeah, I haven't checked. I don't know if Vindication's back in it yet or not, but I'm sure that if he does not get to go back on the mortars, because on this one the militia do get a mortar battery. So not only do the U.S. get the initial naval bombardment, but now militia get mortars throughout the match. So that'll be terrifying for the U.S. soldiers on the beaches.
Yeah, so that stalemate that we saw before is not going to exist unless they get the mortars out of ammo like really, really fast.
So I think we got to see the Conquerors, right?
Yeah, we saw the Concord scout car. That was very awesome.
Yeah, didn't do much, but it was there. It was shooting things.
Yes. A little bit of the scraggle it hit, and then, well, one went straight over a striker. I'm not sure where the first two went, though. They might have went over, or they might have hit the trees again.
So Bravo's firepower.
I'm actually not sure how many. I think it's just one tube of ATGM that this MRAP carries. Can actually spawn in and go see, but I don't think it's gonna be that long until we're ready to go for live. But I might be wrong.
Yeah, that MRAP assault gets two-toe, so you have to reload it.
Yeah, I will run over. I think if I bring it all the way to the east, or sorry, the west, I might be able to shoot it off without the event admins yelling at me. But they probably still will. Let's hop in the gunner seat. Should be F3. There we go.
Go for it. Hotwire that thing. Take it out for a spin.
Yeah. I'm glad they left the keys right in the ignition. Yeah, this thing, it's got a lot of goodies on the top of it. 50 cal, 240, tow, smokes. It's got all the fun stuff on it.
Wait, so those lodges will be spawned at the beach for me? Okay, never mind.
And yeah, as you can see, MRAPs are apparently aquatic vehicles. Okay, so we hit the map border.
I mean, don't take it with you to the beach.
Ooh, that's a lot of zoom.
Or to the
Are we doing
mortars.
tune brief, or are we
Just brief your own guys. Just brief your own guys.
I don't think actually this is. It's not tuned in with it, so it's be interesting to aim.
Hero, you're taking 3 trucks to the fucking island.
3?
You're taking 3 trucks to the island.
Yeah, there we go. The reticle's not moving, but it's there. So we can, oh, yeah, right before I died. Perfect. Nailed it.
Yeah, a lot of these new assets were brought to us by Pure Nexus, who joined the mod team this week, just in time to integrate them in and give the guys some toys to play with.
Yep, a whole bunch of new goodies for everyone to have fun with.
Yeah, so while you're playing with that, I'm going to go over the mission, the loadouts, and everything, so the guys know what each side gets to fight with. So this is mission 3B. It's called A Long Day to Remember. The U.S. for loadouts per squad, they get 2 FTL kits, 2 ARs, 1 GL, 1 LAT, 1 breacher, 1 medic. For vehicles, they get 6 strikers, and they get about 6,000 ammo worth of lodges for the naval bombardment. So that's 6,000 ammo. And they get 1 of the naval mortars, which is the 107 millimeter mortar, and 4 regular mortars, so 1 more than last time. For militia, each squad they get 2 FTLs, 2 ARs, 1 LAT, 1 medic. Platoon gets 2 MGs. And for vehicles, they get 6 lodges themselves, and then 2 from main with any load that they want in them, so they could have tons and tons of ammo. Maybe that's why that Dishka was able to keep its muzzle burning all match long the last time. They also get some trans trucks for the shuttling, and I kind of think that we're going to see return of some vehicles during the reinforcement, so watch out for that. For logistics on the Philadelphia beach, so they get to build their FOB with 4 HMGs, 2 SPGs, a mortar, 2 ammo crates, and various defensive structures. So in the previous mission, the U.S. was able to rearm from strikers, something not normal in our One Life events. In this mission, both U.S. and militia can rearm. The militia can rearm from ammo crates, and the U.S. can rearm from their strikers. So, and the respawning and all that is pretty much the same as it was last time. The U.S. gets 30 minutes to respawn. Militia gets about 15 minutes to respawn from their rallies, and then after that, they have to respawn from main, and then naval bombardment only lasts 10 minutes. So it's going to be another long one. And Philadelphia's a different beach, so it's going to be a tough one to tackle. Maybe the U.S. is going to focus on one side or the other. I don't know.
I mean, it's pretty much exactly the opposite of what we were just on, which was Detroit, which was basically the smallest beach. Now we're going to the largest beach. So we'll see if they use all strikers this time. I think they're going to have to, just because how spread out they'll be.
A lot of progress. Me and you will sit and suppress for lawn darts to push up to us, if that makes sense. You copy?
Yeah,
I'm expecting a lot of fire. It's probably going to be hard to maneuver up at first.
Yeah.
As long as we got the base of fire and we got accurate enemy positions called out, I think we'll be able to push and bound.
All right, little tip.
Yep.
Take it as you will. Get in the vehicle when you get in the vehicle with the smoke in your hand. When you get out, first thing you do is touch the smoke.
How's the militia doing on their side with the FOB building?
Yeah, it looks like the U.S. is getting their naval warships into place. I'm flying over the beaches now to see what the guys are doing. Looks like they're stringing wire between the tank traps. That could be pretty deadly. They've done some sandbags across the bunkers, and I don't know where they've put their FOB yet. Where did they set the FOB? No, they've put it right here on the beach. So not like last time in the forest. It's right here on the beach in this this middle HESCO bunker area. So be able to provide building radius to the entire beach. So smart.
Yep, especially with such a large beach.
Yeah, so it's a little different than the last time. Hopefully the no man's land won't be there, and the U.S. will be able to get a foothold and then actually push across and take that. But yeah, the militia basically put down sandbags
Okay, question. My guys keep asking, can you resupply on vehicles?
and the SPGs and some Dishkas going down. So haven't seen a mortar pit yet though, so I'm sure that's coming. Hopefully they put that in the forest.
Yeah, they're smart. That's what they would do.
It's the radio. It's like the first thing you'll see on the radio.
This putting wire in the tank traps though is if the mortars don't take it down, it's gonna be a nasty surprise for the U.S. They're gonna be like, oh, there's wire there. I can't crawl any further.
Yeah, and the fact that, well, I mean, yeah, there's a log in front of you, but it's not a very big log. And you're gonna have a hard time digging it up without dying.
Well, we're in chat, so if you guys got questions about squad ops or the campaign or anything like that, hit us up. We're gonna just waiting right now for militia to finish his beast defenses. I think US is about ready to go live, so probably another 4 or 5 minutes, and then we'll see the boys hitting the beaches here.
Here,
You know, actually, looking at all the strikers that are manned right now, I think they're only taking out 4 instead of the 6 possible.
Other squads.
Oh, that's one way to do it.
Just like last time. I personally would rather take all 6. I know it's 4 less people on the battlefield, but yeah.
Well, maybe they're banking on one of those strikers getting popped or something like that and being able to take one out of the motor pool for reinforcement.
That's true. Yeah. I'm here to get better at squad. Any tips?
The mortars, did they
I
kill
mean,
anyone
honestly, just go ahead and start playing on a server. A lot of servers are, you know, very friendly. I know our servers, we help out friendly or new people all the time. Just, you know, tell anyone with the ops tag, and they'll be one to help you out. Other than that, I would say just take it slower. This is a very, even though it's like definitely more dynamic, take it slower than a normal FPS.
Once that happened, I found a lot more cautious with it and just let the mortars.
So is the starting vehicle complement all the attacker has for the whole game? No, they have their motor pool. So the U.S. gets 6 strikers and the Logis, but the Logis are landlocked. You know, they're landlocked onto these guys because they can't cross over the river. Only the strikers can. So they have 2 extra strikers they can take over later on once these guys pop.
Wait, also we had a right there.
I have 3 down. I just need the other 2.
I play Arma, so I'm used to playing slow. Yeah, exactly. Then actually, I would say a little bit faster than Squad, or faster than Arma.
I think it's an anime.
That's a Liger.
Anime, yeah.
That's a Liger 0.
On.
Yeah, if you're looking for that Arma feel in Squad, which I mean, is it really even rude to say that Squad is 10 times better looking than Arma? I think it's just you can just look and see it yourself. If you're looking for that Arma feel in Squad, make sure to check us out at squadups.gg. I think we're the only people. Yeah, we're the only people that offer this one life event type of deal.
They very much like cricket and Bangalore.
And it's completely free to join us. All you gotta do is take a SOT Basic, or actually this Wednesday is a completely open op to the public. All you have to do is sign up. You don't need to take SOT Basic, and you get into the Wednesday operation.
Yeah, that'll be a fun one too. That's Broken Crossbow, and it's been changed up a little bit. It's the one where the British officers got injured and they got to go and rescue him within Al Basra. So.
Yes. I remember that one. I think it was somewhat recently played, but it was a little bit ago now at this point.
Well, that's when you flash your knife.
Yeah, knife. Hey guys, I just unlocked the bipod on my knife.
Live at 7:37, so we're at a minute and 40 seconds.
Long Darts, have you unlocked the bipod on your knife yet?
So what we're doing here tonight, this is a campaign, so we got a little bit more special rules. So during the first 15 minutes, the militia get a respawn. During the first 30 minutes, the US get a respawn. And both sides have to be shuttled from vehicles from their main up to the front line. And then after that, it's a battle to the death, pretty much.
Yeah, the U.S. objective is to get on the beach and then take out the militia radio, which then, once they do that, the militia's not able to radio for reinforcements, and militia cannot reinforce anymore, and then it's last man standing. Whoever holds the beach at the end is the victor.
See if those 107s get any more team kills. If they keep them up on the north side, they're going to wipe the buildings clear without anyone really as casualties.
Yeah, I think
should be able to clear a lot of stuff.
That was crazy. I mean, the guys were hitting the beaches, and that 107, I think, got fired after they hit the beach. Had to have been.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good break in between when the people dismounted from the striker and those mortars were landing. And I think it got like a total of, I must say like 12 or 15 people. Which is double for the auto mod to go and take over on all the servers. Yeah, no problem. That's what we're here for. We're here to answer questions in chat or just chat about anything as we roll into live here. Striker's hitting the water.
A lot of militia running all over the beaches.
I wonder if they want to take over those rocks on the both sides. I know I would.
Yeah, I don't know if they can actually get up on them.
Yeah.
There's a change pony made to the map a little while ago.
Made the rocks a little bit bigger.
Actually, one of the missions tomorrow will be kind of like a point to hawk mission. Oh, mortars are growing out.
Yep. Striker's taking a little halt here, but there is still one striker going forward. I'm not sure if he's going in by himself or whatnot.
A push in, I guess, whatever. A push in, I guess, whatever. Let's go. You're committed now, let's go.
There we go, now we can get our outlines on.
Too late, you're committed, let's move.
Oh, jeez. Oh.
I can just see the carnage from here. That's a lot of damage.
Copy that.
Oh man, I feel bad for all those people who are up there.
Like, destroy their or something.
Strikers making a landing on the beach here. Get their smokes out. Get the people dismounted. Oh, a frag round lands behind the striker. It gets 1, 2, 3. Wow. That was a lucky frag round. Right through the smoke too. More than land. He's got to pop smoke fast, otherwise his men are gonna go down. Oh man, it is just complete annihilation on the US side. More mortars landing. It's killing everyone in the forest. All their rear support is just getting completely cut off. US making a nice little foothold here in a cove. I guess the one place they're gonna hide now. Oh man, I can feel my game hurting from those mortars right now, and I'm usually pretty good off. Uh-oh, we have a striker flying through the air, and it lands way past the beachfront. What? Where did this guy even come from? And he gets popped. Well, that's why they have the extra striker. That's a new one.
Push further into the rock squad too.
My guys are doing pretty decent. My guys are doing pretty decent.
Roger.
This eastern front is doing work here. Getting up on the rocks. Pushing most of the men off that are up. Sent the airborne assault and sent the airborne troops. Yeah. I think both crewmen just bailed out. Yeah, 5D, he bailed out. Got mowed down. Well, that's why they have the extra strikers. Mistakes happen. I don't think there's anyone up in these rocks, really, though. Yeah, I know. It's flat, though. It's perched up.
What's the striker doing? Hero, tell your guys who were in the striker to get a new striker.
That's everyone on the east wiped. It's all of the US. At least now it's useful cover. Yes, indeed. Just looking out of this bunker, you can see just how smoked off they are, and they're just shooting blindly into them. PKM set up in the bunker is just mowing people down.
Well, it looks like the first wave of US is done.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Let's look at our deaths. They did a lot of. They got quite a few guys. They got 32 downs on the US side. I'm gonna say most of those were probably from the mortars. I believe US gets to keep on respawning for 30 minutes, and militia is for 15 or until their fob is destroyed, or is it just the fob?
It's 15 for the close-in reinforcements, and then an additional 15 for the reinforcements coming from the main base.
Okay.
But yeah.
Grab another one. There's 2 available. 1 available.
That is a lot of militia out in the open. Come on, striker gunner. I think this striker gunner is more busy killing the amount of militia that are peeking their heads out and popping smoke, and his men paid the price for it. I think this striker's got a top hit on his armor. Just a front hit. Wow, I think that's everyone already dead. Yeah, that's everyone already dead on that wave. That's it. Oh man, that's ridiculous. Are the militia defenses pre-built by commander, or pre-built, or are they placed down by the commander? They're placed down by the commander and SLs. But all the bunkers and stuff, that's preset. Same with these tank traps, it's all preset.
What do you recommend for us?
Oh, he sees an SL. Come on, you gotta get him. Fully automatic crow system, misses every single shot. Command calling for everyone to group up into main, get everyone ready to go, and then head back. No more trickling. That's what this squad did. Actually, these 2 squads did. And then the entire beach was able to focus fire on one side, and just, yeah.
Well, don't let's do us all.
Gotta remember to keep on cycling through my outlines. Usually I don't have to because no one gets to respawn. It's actually really nice, but
yeah, so I recommend that we
now I gotta keep on cycling through them.
Hero, have your striker
If you notice, this M4, it's actually an M4 this militia guy is holding, the carbine he's holding, I should say. It's a little bit longer than the normal M4 if he stops running. That's because it's an M16, and that was modded in by Pure Nexus, one of the brand new mod devs to our team. Definitely, he had a lot of content that, you know, quite a few of us were itching to get at. Is this a one life event? Sorta. Kinda. So this is a campaign. So some of the campaigns are different. This one in particular, since it's a beach landing, at this current mission, respawns are allowed for a certain amount of time. Is there air support in squad or planned for the future? They were talking about it. In the mod, in the SDK, you're able to actually enable airstrikes, but they removed that feature, but we think we found a way around it. So we might be able to add airstrikes back in to our One Life events, but not public servers.
One striker hitting north side of the island.
Copy that.
Hang on, Dorf, can you say that again? I had local comms.
3, we're swinging around south side of the island, so...
Copy.
Looks like US is starting to set up for the next wave here.
Yep. We got everyone loaded now.
2 and 3 hitting the rock south.
I'm assuming mortar barrage is over at this point. Yeah, it just ended. Like, it's actually just about to end.
Alright.
Like 10 seconds.
Hey, let's go. Move.
We'll wait on you.
We're moving.
Yep.
Strikers are just sitting out in the water like a couple of sharks, just waiting.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, 4 and 1 are going. Now 2 and 3 are going. Yeah, this is what it's trying to emulate. This is like modern day Normandy. That's what we're trying to do here. Except this is based off in Venezuela, where the communist regime was extremely paranoid about being invaded, and they placed down so many bunkers they were deemed the most dense bunker per capita, or actually per square mile in the world. There we go, the striker's just around this corner. .50 already going off on both sides. Let's see if we can find that lat. There we go, there's a lat that was perched up here.
Get out! Get out of here, Striker! Striker, get out of here now, move.
He's throwing nades from the backside. Oh my god, it runs into the river there. Still, man, the amount of people just... Oh my gosh. Everyone's dead on the top of this roof. Or on the back of the striker. There we go, now a good grenade lands. I think an RPG just landed on the rear side of that striker. At least the side, yeah. Needs a play dead feature. Actually, if you get ran over, you play dead. But grenades will... They don't care if you're dead or not, they're still gonna kill you. Like that frag RPG. Oh, gets, I think, 2 right there. Turn my outlines.
Hit those strikers like here now. Strikers here now.
Yeah, that south side push is just completely impossible now. This guy's on fire. It's gonna be burning up real soon here. There we go. 1 striker down in the water. So in the campaign, will this battle be part of a long-term strategic game? Yeah, so this is for the Labor Day weekend. So there's 5 parts to this campaign, and we're at part 3. So there's 2 sessions, or 2 rounds, I should say, per part.
Yeah, so far, the campaign takes place in all one day. So, of course, we play it over several days. But so far, the U.S. tried to do some insertion. Last night, we played missions 1A and 1B, and those failed miserably. They tried to set up an OP for naval bombardment. That didn't work out. Today, we're running the actual beach landings. Tomorrow, they will be doing a couple beach landings and then some inland stuff. And then Monday we play 2 more rounds. So far the U.S. is able to secure some of the beaches, but as you can see, Beach Philadelphia is being a real pain. It is not working out for the U.S.
No, not at all. I don't think they've really even made a dent at this point.
So one thing we could try is we could form a bit of a barrier.
Yeah, there's 0 Americans left on the outside now.
We can fucking dismount troops.
Look at our kills real fast. Oh man, it's jumped up. So we're at 70 deaths for the U.S. and 54 for the militia. Before it was pretty even, but now it's definitely siding to the U.S.
So far, just to give guys kind of a... The U.S. is assaulted with basically 2 platoons worth of men and have not made a dent yet on the beach.
Yeah, that's no good. No bueno.
I think the U.S. here really needs to focus on one end of the beach or the other and really just break this line someplace. When they're landing north, the dish guy in the south is getting them in crossfire, and when they're landing south, the guys in the rocks are taking them out. So there's really no safe place on the beach, so they just need to focus all their firepower on one end or the other.
I mean, the thing is, if they land on the south side, there's not too much up the stream that could really fire on them. It's just the guys on the rocks. And eventually those guys on the rocks are going to run out of ammo versus the Dishkas, which have pretty much unlimited supplies. But there we go. No more rally reinforcements by the militia. So now they have to go from their main, which is all the way up here in Lima 1, and drive it all the way down to the beachfront, which is multiple clicks away.
Please say it again one more time.
Okay, so we're gonna set up a barrier.
Yep, they can spawn at those rallies, but as soon as they're exhausted, they may not refresh them. So everything else has to respawn at main, which is a good 4-minute drive, I believe, if they gun it.
The Bradley can also provide cover fire there. We'll stage up at the north side of the island.
Very good. Let's do it. Everyone move around. Get it done.
It doesn't look like the militia have built any kind of mortar emplacement for themselves. And the naval bombardment's ended. They've moved off to a different beach now, so...
Yeah, so no more mortars on the U.S. side.
So the U.S. is going to have to brute force this beach landing with manpower. Maybe the task force or release another Bradley to help them out.
I'll provide the wall in A755.
At least that. No, it's going to be hard because they have SPGs faced up on the north side. Which, let me see if I can find one here. I mean, it was really annihilating from their strikers from a far range away. Oh, there we go. There he is.
Axe, can you pull in behind me then when we get on the beach?
It's a beautiful positioning on that SPG right there.
Yeah, which one are you? Are you next to me?
Yeah. We'll lead onto the beach. We'll make a wall, and then the other strikers can come above.
I don't think there's anything facing south except for Dishkas, but I mean, Dishka against the striker, face your frontal armor, and you're good. I don't see any more SPGs. So honestly, that southern assault is the best one. It's just you got to clear out the guys on the rocks.
All right.
I think so far the U.S. has lost 2 strikers. One that's catapulted itself farther than any of the U.S. troopers have gone so far. And the second one was popped in the ocean. And then, yeah, another one on the north side. Way up there. Got killed by an SPG.
All right, 2, you're gonna need to
Kind of see the carcass right there.
get up on the shoreline.
Do you have any air assets? We used to be able to enable them in the mod, but now we have to figure out a way around it. There we go. Here comes the armor right on the north side. So we can get back on this SPG. Yeah, it's already shooting off on them. Bradley's staying back just to suppress the crap out of everyone. SPG gets 1 hit on it. Beautiful shot. The second hit from the SPG.
How bad?
This Bradley's got to do something about it. Otherwise, it's going to go down from this SPG.
Move.
He's not looking the right way. Another shot. It gets hit again. Come on, Bradley. You got to be looking at this guy now. Can't see it. Is that a miss? That's a miss. Oh, there we go. Now it's going. Yeah. All right. There we go. SPG down. Took long enough. 3 shots to the SPG. Now they finally realize where they're getting shot at from.
Alright, that's it. That's good.
It doesn't get that zoom like you used to just because we reduce it. Help balance it out. Just get to the side. He's got to be careful about his side armor. There we go. Driver's trying to rotate, but the tank traps are preventing them. If I'm correct, I think Dorf's actually gunning that Bradley, which this is what he does in real life. At least he's a part of an armored division that runs Bradleys. I don't know if he's actually a gunner or not. He might be a commander. Oh, looks like the SPG's up again. Yep, hits back up, and it's already taking its one victim of a striker here. There we go. I don't think there's any infantry now backing up this Bradley. No, there's one guy. Folk, the one last U.S. soldier remaining actually on the beach.
One straight front, one straight front, one straight front.
Now this is round 2 acid.
Right
round
next
2
to the
of
bunker,
2
to the
of tonight.
He's moving right now, he's moving right now.
2, we're gonna get at your,
036.
Alright, let's keep going. We don't have much time left on respawns.
He's inside the bunker now, he's inside the bunker.
Follow on strikers need to do just continuous runs. No holding on the beach.
You can have a second Bradley and refresh strikers as they respawn.
Copy that. My squad will grab a Bradley.
Well, Bradley's made his way up, it looks like. It's just sitting here. Taking
Yeah,
shots, but
he kind of plopped himself down.
he's smoking hard, though.
Yeah, he's at a dark yellow, I would say. So he's about halfway. He's got to use his coax for these targets that he really can't.
He's chasing Silas around with the HE. That's crazy.
Yeah. I think he's gonna mount him. Maybe. He got inside of him. There's a militia inside the Bradley. There, he got out. It just was firing to the rear. I don't think it's actually doing anything though. Again, he's got to use his coax for the targets that don't have anything on the backside of them. There we go. Get silent now. He's actually gonna go past the militia if he could. I honestly, I don't think he really cares anymore at this point.
Crawling,
He's probably reloading his coax. Just men just out in the open charging him. Oh, and he's still got HE. He should be killing all the sandbags, honestly. Kill the guns and the sandbags. There we go. Fire on the inside.
Got them all on me.
Yeah, 30 mil is currently the biggest gun available to the U.S.
Yeah, I was surprised that. Oh, there we go. There's some lat shots. I was like,
Yeah.
Hey, get ammo. Why aren't the lat gunners reloading, just taking shots?
Yeah, I didn't get that either. There we go. Here comes the U.S. They're now coming in with more strikers and another SPGs are still rocking off. Like, they haven't dealt with this one position yet. I mean, they've taken it down once, and that's it. Still, man, they're getting mowed down instantly as soon as they hop out.
Forward a little more. Stop.
We're wide open now, we're wide open.
This Bradley is full of infantry.
Make sure your back is not exposed.
Oh, he's gonna get the infantry all the way up to the front, I think. That's what I would do. You have the armor to do so. Why not? Yeah, right? If they were smart about it, I mean, this guy could totally drive this Bradley through the tank traps and up into the trees. Without a doubt. They do have all the infantry inside. Or a good amount, I would say.
We don't have much time, guys, left. Or, guys, we don't have much time left. Forward a little more.
You can grab that fresh striker.
Stop. In the bunker next to me, there's two. In the bunker next to me, there's two guys.
If he drops off his men right here, they're all dead. Uh-oh.
Oh.
I think a Concord's got him.
Yeah. Oh my god, that was sweet.
Oh. Yeah, there we go.
The entire squad inside.
Full squad. Yep.
Got decimated.
Oh, look at that beautiful Concord with scout car.
Well, we just lost a frickin' Bradley.
Man. People think they're invincible until they're not.
We lost the one I was in. A hat. A hat.
Why? Okay.
They think a hat is on the beach. Little do they know there's an armored scout car with a bunch of ATGMs ready to go, and an MTLB rolling up as well. One away. Oh, and another striker down. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. See what type of a variant this MTLB is. It is just the normal NSVKT, NSKVT.
Hurry up. I can't direct you guys anymore. I'm in the shit too much.
I can't wait to see a striker around the corner on this beachhead, or the island in front, and then get ATGM. It's gonna be fantastic.
The smoke's still bad, but it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. Many men have indeed died just in the hands of the driver.
A firm. We'll hold here. We don't have much time left on reinforcements, but whatever, it's gonna be worth it. All right, reinforcements, you come in. And you hit this. You hit the beach. You hit the beach. Do what you can.
In the harbor.
Command is down.
I'll scratch the other Bradley. It just took a lat to the side.
Copy. I'm gonna send my guy
Oh,
back.
yep, and that's pretty much it for all the main reinforcements on the U.S. side. Now it's just gonna be strikers, and they're starting to round the island now. The Concords is already zeroed in on it. Yeah, one away. Oh, can you hit it? Oh, you went just right past it. Sorry, he's got a couple more you can hit now.
Yeah, those strikers are quick. They might be able to dodge those.
Yeah.
They gotta get the guys out though. They're sitting on the beach, static target.
A lot of saw fire from the militia side.
Left side should be clear. Push straight up to me. Push straight up.
Saying left side should be clear, but I mean you can look and see how many are actually left. There we go. ATGM goes out, hits another striker. Let's see, there's that scout car right now. Look at that thing. It's just menacing. They just strapped rockets right on top of it. Another striker down. Oh man, I mean they're just getting annihilated at this point. I think another striker just flipped all its way up to the mid of the beach. Yeah. And is now high center. kill side here. We're at 153 deaths for the U.S., and they're not allowed to respawn anymore, and only 84 for the militia. How many factions in squad? It's quite a few now. You got U.S., Russia, a militia, INS, and the British.
One, push straight up the beach. Clear that. Once you clear that pier, it should be relatively clear for you.
I'm the only assault on the beach. I'm telling you.
Yeah, no more respawns for the U.S. now. So what they have on the beach is everything.
You're sitting there, and you're gonna die.
Yeah, I think the final wave's coming in now.
Yep, and that's gonna be all. MTOB kills him. I believe that Conkert's scout car is completely out of ammo now. It's killed plenty of strikers though for it to be worthwhile. We got one more striker and then another one leaving main, it appears. Yeah. So, man, they just dismount and they get hit instantly.
No, get on the beach.
Sorry, man, not even to stop, just keep on running. Run until you see the man in front of you go down, and then you drop to the deck and start shooting. Yeah, mortar support was only for the first 10 minutes. So now they're completely dry on those mortars. Technically, it was a naval barrage, so the ships had to go away. That's why.
Is there anyone left, or am I the only guy? That's
Oh, I just heard a ATGM go off. In that southern push. All spawned in, they're all dead. Or dropped out, I should say. This militia soldier is trying to go for like a pistol snipe right now. Who is Scaling Ash? Oh, Conquer goes out, nails the scout or the striker. It's down now. We got a little buddy team. Yeah, I think it's only get past it. No, we got a striker. Oh, I was gonna say striker, one infantry. We got one striker up in the, and then it's 3 guys up here on the south. And yeah, they're having a powwow on the rocks right now. Never mind, striker's down. It got ATGM'd.
Watch sector, I'll watch rear. Watch north.
I'll watch north. I don't know if they know we're back here.
They probably do. But sorry, okay, let's get your guns up, boys. I'll watch rear. Dixie's action.
Yeah, that three guys of the U.S. They're being hunted by militia right now. There's some militia looking for them.
I'll watch rear.
Cover that. Okay, head over here.
Yeah, Scaling Ash is gonna see them as soon as he peeks.
Alright, get over here.
But he only has a pistol out.
Oh, on these. Yeah, we know. Hey, wait. Dude, you go back. I'll cover. Go east. Yeah, go east. Yeah, I know.
Spotted
I'm
them.
play around these guys. Try to. And that's our objective. Go, guys. Go, start going east. Go east. I'll cover. Go east. Get down on the rocks. We're gonna head towards the grass. Head east.
He's popping his head up over there.
Direction?
300.
Copy that. Watch it.
Okay,
Bro.
over here, it's...
Well, we gotta keep moving.
I think we have the I think we have the youngest and the oldest person in squad ops, like just that I know in the community. There we go. Takarov shots going on Liberal.
Liberal's taking shot.
two out of the 3 people up are the oldest and the youngest.
I think there's one to the 280-ish. I think one. No, he's on. Oh, I see him. I see his head.
Oh, there we go. Now he goes down.
Sure enough. He was down 285.
Alright, another one.
One's to the one's around 200-300. Ah, man, dude, this is interesting.
It's an interesting situation.
Alright, should we just push up on them, or?
Can we get down these rocks into the forest?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. We should move northeast-ish and then head down over there. Try to find their fob.
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
Alright.
See, they are working well together.
Okay, let's push up, I guess. And
Just because you sound young doesn't mean that you're immature. He's showing it off right now. He's got 2 kills on his belt. Probably more than most of the Americans combined. And Folk was actually one of the last remaining militia from the last round as well. This man just has the way to keep on living.
See anything? You have it?
Whoa, no, they got us pinned.
I think they have, yeah, they got a Dishka and a saw gunner looking there. So they'll have fun peeking that. There's a saw gunner right there. Ooh, that's really tuck in there. I'm sure the MTOB is now scanning this ridge line. Yeah.
Here, I'll cover you. Go north. Get up. Start moving northeast. I'll cover. Best I can.
They're probably moving back to defend the radio as we speak.
Probably, but we gotta go now. So try to beat them to it.
Yep. Our only hope is to go low on ammo.
The saw is watching the clearance. You might not have hit him. No, you didn't. Yep. Polish still gonna go for it.
No, he just keep running. That's all you can do now.
Oh, I swear to God, I hate this guy. I have 1 smoke left.
Oh, Liberal goes down though.
We lost plenty of crap. Alright. Okay, we're not gonna survive this. We gotta.
If only they had guys on the rocks the earlier waves. Yes, indeed.
I have 1 smoke left, so okay, there's no point in using it. Let's move northeast.
All Liberal went down.
Yeah, that's what I said. I said Liberal went down.
They had guys up there. But I guess they just got pushed off as the rest of the U.S. died up in the north. Yeah, these are the last 2 remaining U.S. troopers now.
I do.
And they made it the furthest way.
If we can take that down, I'll be happy with today.
Alright, where is it?
I don't know, but don't just keep your gun out though.
Just remember, you gotta attack the beachhead, not the forest.
Oh, the beachhead. Oh, okay.
Isn't the radio in the forest though?
I don't know. Hey, mysterious ghostly figure, can you tell us whether the fob's in the forest or the radio or the beachhead?
This guy's got to see the MTOB. Oh, now he does. Yeah, there you go. AT4 goes out.
Where is this thing?
You can see the tracks right through the opening.
Let me at least destroy this thing.
Oh, come on. You see it right in front of you. Get your AT4 out. Oh, ATGM just barely misses him. There we go. He gets the shot off, and he gets nailed in the process. And that is it. Alright, well, that was a very good push on the US side. I definitely would lose morale after the first 2 pushes of getting wiped. That's for sure.
That is a tough beach to take, for sure.
Yeah. Ooh, we end up with 188 deaths for the U.S. That's insane. All right. So that was it for us for today. There is an operation tomorrow. I believe, is it session 1 and session 2 time, or is it just session 2 time?
It's session 1.
Session 1 time. Okay.
Yeah, and we're starting an hour early now. Remember that.
Yep. Yeah, so just go ahead and check the website over at squadops.gg where you can sign up for that event and our other events as well. You can join in on the Wednesday event where it's open to the entire public without having to take SOT Basic. Also, if you sign up on the server, you get priority queuing in all of our public servers. So if you want to, get a fast lane or a fast pass into our servers, that's one way to do it for sure. This was actually, let me not get ahead of myself here. Again, we stream on both YouTube and Twitch. Twitch is twitch.tv/squadops. Make sure to follow us over there. And all of our VODs are uploaded over on YouTube at youtube.com/squadops. That's where you can also see our streams and all the VODs of the previous events. This was XF and Xbit streaming for you tonight, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.